Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play the Guild of Dungeoneering. When we last left off, we'd sent Angel, our bruiser, to go and do a few of the starting missions in the first area of the game. While we have an area that will provide us with better loot in the places we go to, we don't yet have enough gold to go and actually get more Dungeoneers, or go and get new pieces of equipment, or even any other blessings, because I do believe we have a blessing as well now. So let's go exploring. We can't go there. We could go and finish off any of these two places. We could also go to this place with the Fire Lord. Fiery Foray. Scope out Embro's defenses. That's a 3-part one. We're actually going to go and do this one. Terrible Truth. Get strong enough to beat the Mimic before she catches you. That sounds ominous. Let's go! Perhaps this crime wasn't so victimless after all. You're the one who looted my grandparents? Uh-oh. Die, evil adventurer! That is the Mimic. The Mimic Queen has 11 health, Irritable 5, Feral 4, Death 5, and Brittle. That's not good. That's actually really bad. What we actually want to do at this point is we want to hold up the Mimic Queen for as long as possible. The way we do that is as follows. We run. We run away. At the moment, Angel is going straight for the Mimic Queen as it's the highest level monster here. We're going to put this bat here. And we could put a skeleton here to hold off the Mimic Queen. The problem is that the skeleton is a higher level, and thus will actually lure the Mimic Queen. Basically, Angel will go that way instead of us going this way, which is away. They always catch up with you, bosses. If they're on the move, they move 2 squares, so they will always catch up eventually. Let's pick a fight with the Fire Imp first. And hopefully we'll survive this without dying horribly. I actually am unsure if we will. We just need to survive. That's all we need to do. There's a lot of magic damage coming our way, which isn't good, because it's really not helping us with our block moves. However, that helps. That really helps. Gets us a little bit of damage in. Hopefully this isn't a... This is a victory, fortunately, because we're going to deal the killing blow and level up. Aha! We need defensive items really badly, because I believe all of the things the Mimic can do are physical damage. You can run, but you can't hide! Indeed, the Mimic Queen is right. That's 2 squares of movement. That's nasty. What we're going to do right now is we're going to put gold here, a Fire Imp here, and a Fire Imp here to hold up the Mimic Queen. Hopefully, this will work. See, it worked when I played through the first time, but I haven't tried it since the patch. I can't block both of these, so I'm going to actually try and block neither. There's no need. We'll just use Oi here and deal 2 damage thanks to the Warrior Spirit. And now I wish I'd blocked one of them, because that's going to do nothing. However, this will block that point of damage and deal spiky damage in return. And we might as well use an Oi here. And I think we pretty much won, because the highest damage that the Fire Imp can do is 2 points. And with 1 point of damage, we have kapowed the Fire Imp. Kapow! Do I want a ruffled shirt? Do I want the Holy Seal? Or do I want the wooden stool? I actually want the ruffled shirt right now, mainly for the quick ability to attack. Get out of my way! It does indeed work. It is blocked by that attack. Unfortunately, we don't have such... Actually, saying that, we could put something here. Put gold here, so that Angel continues to move this way, and while it's tempting to put a level 3 creature here so that we can definitely get to level 3, we actually want to slow down the Mimic Queen, so Bear Owl goes there. We'll be able to get to level 3 off this Mimic, hopefully, if the Mimic doesn't destroy us. That's a lot of health. Unfortunately, we draw the best card for the Death 2 ability that Mimic has there. However, there are a lot of those cards. The Death cards are generally magic, and we're not the best at dealing with them. Fortunately, we have Repel here from our metal board that should deal spiky damage. And this is a brilliant card to see. Anger. Always good if you have the ability to block 1 damage as a bruiser. Let us do that. Pretty handily won. Handily won indeed. But we're not out of the woods yet. Or even in the woods. We're in a dungeon. Ooh, tattered mail, a cooking pot, or a mail coif. Well, we don't want that one. The 2 health is good, but the 2 stupidity cards, bad. The 1 stupidity card, we would actually be swapping out the Swift card for. We're actually going to take the cooking pot. Cooking pot has Crush 1 and Fire 1. Good. Good card. And we get the gold. Yep, get out of your way indeed. We'll hold up that Mimic Queen yet. At this point, we actually want to try fighting a Bear Owl. It's dangerous, but we don't have much other choice. And to block, we're going to put a Ghost here. This is very, very dangerous. This Bear Owl could very much destroy us, especially with that Fury ability. Ow! Ow, that hurts. That hurts. That really was bad. Probably going to use this first. Our attack goes first, but it's kind of irrelevant. We do get a card, though. We could block that. I actually want to block it, if only so that we don't have that actually discarded. We might lose this. In fact, there is a very high chance that Angel will die here. These are always difficult fights with Bear Owls. When you get to about level 3 with these monsters, they can get really tough. And you're never quite sure if you're going to survive. I don't have much equipment. And the Fury appears here. Now we have Fury cards coming in, which means there's that extra point of damage, which really hurts. Now we need to get all of our block cards. That was not a block card. And this is in fact unblockable, so we might as well just attack back and die. Unfortunately, our first character has perished.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, where Dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now you should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
We get a new card for this. The Graveyard.
Although this guild seems very grand, a Dungeoneer's life can sometimes be hard. Not always going as they might have planned. They mostly end up in this graveyard.
In hindsight, probably should have had Angel fight the Ghost and put the Bear Owl in the way of the Mimic Queen. Here lies Angel, completely unremarkable in every way. That's sad. But never mind. We get more. These posters must be working. There is an unlimited supply of Dungeoneers. Hello, Dawn. Welcome to the Guild of Dungeoneering. We're probably not going to send you off on the exact same quest we just sent Angel off on, because you'll probably die. Instead, we'll send you on this one. We will scope out Embro's defences. We did get gold, you'll note, even though we died. Not as much as we would have got from winning, though. Let's go! A new Dungeoneer with new opportunities. We must only defeat 3 monsters. Oh, your imps will make short work of us. I actually skipped over the very first one because I was using the mouse to scroll over. But I think it's Embro basically saying, "Who dares invade?" to be fair, it's quite a good question. We're going to risk putting down a mysterious fountain here. I hope it's not going to be it's a bad one. Fortunately, we don't have to go that way. We're going to go this way. There we go. Excellent. We'll fight this scary spider, who's probably going to perish. Yep. I see perishing in the future for you. Oh, we even got this card just in the nick of time. Kapow! You never thought that Dawn was a warrior? Well, we'll use this unblockable card. Ow. Look at that warrior spirit combination combined with the frail card. The warrior spirit gave +1 physical damage, which then stacked with frail to provide more physical damage. This is a very dead spider. Very dead. Victory! We'll take this. Well, the wooden board's always a good one. It's always a good one. Now, we have a lot of corridors here, and in fact, we could just easily finish this one by putting a spider here, and then having it lead up to, well, spiders. This seems pretty clear-cut. We're going to bash this spider in with a wooden board. The board of victory! Ooh, that's nasty. Blocked it, and dealt spiky damage, and the 3 points of damage due to it being, having frail. This is why I like bruisers early on. They have a lot of reliable damage. They're just not very good at dealing with magical attacks, or dealing massive amounts of damage just on their cards. But hey, looks like we're going to at least succeed in this one. Ruffled shirt. You're not supposed to be able to beat them! Well, I've got some bad news for you. I should have invested in some better security. It's alright. We'll just put this gem here because there's absolutely no reason to put anything else here. For after this combat, we shall win! Hand over that gem, fiery imp of fieriness. I actually shouldn't have put a piece of terrain there, because if it was... actually, no. Wrong one. One of the creatures has an ability where if they're in a dead end, they lose hit points. This one, if you put loads of tiles around it, it loses health. Which is not bad. No reason to play any form of defensive card. We don't even have one. That's a good card to take advantage of, by just hitting this imp in the face. And we can't really do too much, so we'll just try and resist some of it. But unlike the one with the Mimic Queen, this is pretty easy. And an example of how quick attacks work, this will go off before the imp's attack, thus killing it before we even get hit. And then there was victory.
Well, this is really just quite surprising. Aren't Dungeoneers just cannon fodder? But against all odds, they keep surviving. They're so dumb. Why even bother?
Because if they die, I won't get all of the loot. I mean, I really care for the safety of my Dungeoneers. Yes. We actually have enough money now to build either a place to upgrade our equipment or to get a new Dungeoneer. We're going to get a new Dungeoneer. We're going to get the one that I use the least. And that's the theatre. The theatre unlocks the greatest adventurer you've ever seen!
Is there anything that's more soul-destroying than having to rhyme all the time? There's only one thing perhaps more annoying, and that would be an insufferable mime.
The mime. The mime has really interesting cards that are very unusual in the way they interact. We'll have Millie the mime here. And in a way, they have an interesting and unique fighting style that I just have not got the hang of yet. Basically, what happens when I send mimes out is they die horribly. But maybe Millie might not perish. Who knows? When we come back, folks, we shall send one of these 3 Dungeoneers off into the dungeons to Dungeoneer. And they will bring back dungeons! Actually, they'll bring back loot. If they brought back dungeons, that would be quite complicated. And would show how strong they were to lift up a whole dungeon. Unless it's a really small dungeon. And I'm thinking about this way too... And Millie is trapped in a box. Well, for a mime, that's pretty par for the course. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.